$4,200,000 United States dollars, was just thrown directly out of the cargo ramp of a military transport plane traveling at 300 kilometers per hour. That was the Germany Wiesel 2 Ozelot, a tracked mobile short-range air defense system that completed its first ever tactical airdrop test in defense history in April 2026. This sudden operational shift represents a high-stakes gamble for airborne forces. In an era where a $500 loitering munition can render heavy armor completely useless, the German military is trusting a $4 million mobile missile asset under 3 fragile parachutes. Without an immediate airdrop capability, whole light infantry battalions dropping into high-threat areas are left completely defenseless against modern airborne threats. Leading global defense analysts argue that on paper, their only tactical salvation would be an instant deployable umbrella right at the drop zone. This reality forces a dangerous question. Is throwing a lightly armored $1 million missile vehicle out of a sky-high aircraft a stroke of tactical genius? Or is it a desperate move to cover a massive capability gap after recent multi-million-dollar development failures behind the scenes? The answer lies in how NATO plans to respond to evolving frontline surveillance threats in Eastern Europe. The traditional method of landing aircraft before unloading vehicles is now considered far too slow, leaving units dangerously exposed. Air-dropping armor is no longer a luxury. It is a matter of pure operational survival. Before we go on, what do you think about this extreme military strategy? And tell me where you are watching from. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss our deep dives into cutting-edge global defense assets. To understand why the German military is taking such extreme risks in 2026, we must look at the brutal reality behind their current procurement crisis. The truth is that German planners did not originally want to push the aging Wiesel 2 Ozelot to its physical limits. They were forced to act after the sudden cancellation of the multi-million-dollar Leroy airmobile weapon carrier development project in late 2025. Budget deficits and unexpected technical complexities left the elite paratroopers facing a dangerous capability gap, leaving them completely exposed to low-flying enemy surveillance assets without any modern replacement available until at least 2030. To maintain a credible defense posture under NATO commitments, exploiting the original airdrop design of the older platform became the only viable solution. However, this emergency strategy comes with severe physical compromises. To ensure that an Airbus A400M transport aircraft can carry up to 3 units simultaneously, the Wiesel 2 Ozelot was designed with a maximum combat weight of just 4,100 kilograms. To achieve this ultra-light weight, engineers had to compromise on protective armor, utilizing a steel hull that is only 8 millimeters thick. On paper, this thin metal skin provides basic protection against standard 5, 56 millimeter or 7, 62 millimeter small arms ammunition, and minor artillery shrapnel. However, it leaves the entire 3-person crew completely vulnerable to heavier 20 millimeter automatic cannons or explosive loitering munitions. For the past 30 years, German planners avoided this tactical gamble by relying on the air-landed method, which required securing a functional runway before unloading vehicles from a stationary aircraft. But modern frontline realities have proven that fixed landing zones are immediately targeted by long-range artillery. Forcing an old, thin armored asset into a dynamic airdrop role is a calculated gamble against time, where strategic survival outweighs physical protection. The technical solution that made this high-stakes airdrop possible in April 2026 relies on an advanced aerial delivery platform known as the ADAX system, engineered by British defense contractor Irvine GQ. This modular aluminum platform secures the 4,100-kilogram vehicle inside the cargo bay of the Airbus A400M. Upon extraction at high speed, a cluster of 3 large parachutes stabilizes the descent, while reusable shock attenuating airbags under the chassis inflate automatically. These airbags absorb the massive kinetic energy upon impact, protecting the delicate internal electronic components of the Wiesel II Ozelot from catastrophic misalignment. Operational data shows that once the vehicle touches down, paratroopers can completely remove the tie-down restraints, start the Volkswagen 1.9-liter diesel engine, and achieve full combat readiness in under 3 minutes. Once active, the Wiesel II Ozelot deploys a highly lethal short-range defense system. It carries 4 ready-to-fire FIM92 Stinger heat-seeking missiles on a motorized turret, along with 4 reload rounds stored inside the vehicle. The true tactical advantage of the platform is its integration within the larger LaFlamme network. The vehicle does not need to activate its own radar to hunt targets, which would immediately give away its position. Instead, it receives secure, digitized target coordinates via a tactical data link from a separate Wiesel II AFF radar vehicle located up to 20 kilometers away. Utilizing a passive forward-looking infrared night vision sensor and a laser rangefinder, the Ozelot can silently ambush low-flying aircraft or reconnaissance drones at a maximum range of 4,500 meters and an altitude of 3,000 meters. Over the next 3 to 12 months, defense reports suggest this airdrop configuration will be fully integrated into NATO tactical manuals, providing a rapidly deployable defensive umbrella in contested areas where fixed military infrastructure is unavailable. This capability has sparked a major strategic debate between 2 contrasting military doctrines. On one side, proponents of the pragmatic school of thought celebrate the successful April 2026 airdrop. They argue that spending a few $100,000 on a British-engineered ADAX platform to modify an existing vehicle is an incredibly cost-effective solution. It instantly grants a highly mobile, stealthy short-range air defense capability to NATO paratroopers without wasting billions of euros developing an entirely new armored vehicle from scratch. On the other side, modern defense critics argue that deploying a vehicle with an 8mm thin steel hull is a dangerous gamble in modern warfare. The biggest tactical blind spot is that during an actual operation, the armored vehicle and its paratroopers drop separately. If unpredictable winds scatter the crew 500 meters away from the vehicle, this $4 million short-range air defense asset sits completely defenseless on the ground. A single loitering munition could easily find and neutralize the platform before the crew can even start the engine. This operational reality leaves defense planners facing a difficult dilemma. Is it wiser to accept the extreme physical vulnerabilities of older, modified mobile platforms for the sake of rapid, cost-effective deployment? Or must modern militaries accept the massive financial delays required to build heavily armored, survivable systems from the ground up? The ultimate lesson from Germany is that the rise of low-cost airborne surveillance has made rapid adaptation mandatory, even if it requires pushing old technology to its absolute breaking point. If you were an airborne commander facing modern reconnaissance threats, would you trust your tactical survival to a lightly armored vehicle dropped from a plane? Or would you demand a heavier, safer design? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.